Hi, I'm Mr. Glossop and I'm here to introduce A-level literature at the Gryphon. It's a much more independent and I think engaging course than GCSE literature, so if you enjoy GCSE, I think you're going to love A-level. The whole process is a lot more about your independence both in the classroom and obviously outside the classroom, and the texts are more grown up, more challenging, more engaging I think than the ones you've probably studied at GCSE. You'll certainly find a step up from the GCSE, but it's not a course where you'll find radical differences in what you do. If you enjoy reading interesting texts that take you to different parts of the world and help you engage with a range of ideas that perhaps you haven't come across before, then it's definitely the course for you. If you enjoy reading independently, then it's certainly going to help a lot to get your head around the course text and the things that you will be doing with those. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the course now with a few slides and just give you a bit of an idea about the flavour of English literature at A-level at the Gryphon. You'll have two teachers at A-level literature and each of them will teach one side of the course. So one will teach you the Love Through the Ages and the coursework, and another one the modern literature. You can have a read through some of the text options here, but Love Through the Ages in brief does what it says in the tin really. It's a look at love in literature across time, everything from the mid-Victorian period with Jane Eyre to the Roaring Twenties and the Jazz Age with Gatsby, Jacobean England / Venice and Cyprus with Othello, then poetry, some classics from across time. In the modern literature side, you're definitely going to the Deep South, whether that's with The Colour Purple or Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. You may enter the world of 60s psychedelia with One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and you look at some more modern poems with feminine gospels, and then you'll have a chance to choose two of your own texts to study in the coursework. The first year of the course is very much about getting an understanding of a core text and also developing a love and understanding of literature. You become a much more coherent and tight writer, producing well-argued, developed essays. As a linear course, the exams come at the end of year 13, and in year 13 you'll also start your coursework in earnest after doing some prep towards the end of year 12. Each of the exams has 3 questions covering the core text and also an unseen element. In Love Through the Ages this will be 2 unseen poems, and in a shared context, the modern literature, it will be an extract from an unseen prose text from after 1945. Just as you start to be treated more like an adult as you enter into sixth form, starting to form more adult relationships with the people in your class and with your teachers, you also start to encounter some more adult texts with some more challenging and engaging themes. We learn how and think about how the texts we look at relate to both the times they were written in, but also the world around us, and we engage with the idea that literature is always about people in the society we live in whenever it was written. As well as obviously a lot of reading and writing. We have a lot of discussions and they become more like university seminars in their tone than perhaps your GCSE classes would have done. And of course, as it says at the bottom, one of the great things about English is that developing your writing skills helps with pretty much every other subject. You'll be given a wider reading list before the course, and this has been put together by the English department with some of the books we really love, both prose, so novels and short stories, drama, and a selection of poetry as well. Part of your summer task will be going away and reading one of these, and it'll obviously help as you go through the course if you can try and read around the course and not just read the books that we have to read. English obviously has a range of subjects it's traditionally connected with, anything around writing and media, for example, or the one I'm in as an English teacher or lecturing. It's a very broadly accepted degree though, and if you want to work in something that requires analysis, good communication, or an understanding of people, it's a great grounding. So that is, was and will be literature at the Gryphon at A-level. Hopefully we'll see you there in September.